Good day viewers, welcome to this channel. Breaking news: 35,000 wages increment will lead to more hunger, inflation, Primate Ayodele tells Tinubu. The leader of INRI, Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Ayodele Elijah, had advised President Tinubu to think deeply about the proposed 35,000 additional to wages of federal government workers. In a statement signed by his media aide Osho Oluwatosin, Primate Ayodele revealed that the increment will lead to more hunger and inflation in the country. He described it as wrong advice, which was done hastily. He stated that the increment would not achieve its purpose because there would be corruption in its disbursement, and in the end it won't help the governor and the workers too. The 35,000 increment in workers' wages is an additional hunger. If the government does not look at it well, it will lead to a worse situation. I don't know how the government wants to do it, but it will cause inflation. The government will not be able to do anything because there will be corruption in the disbursement and distribution. It's wrong advice. The prophet made it known that the government should have requested more time to ensure adequate and lasting plan to salvage the economic situation instead of the increment. He stated that the cost of living will become higher and that progress will not be made. It won't help the government and will not help the workers. I don't know how NLC see it, but it will not help anything. It will add more to the pain. The government should have requested more time to plan it properly. It will lead to a high cost of living. Prices of things will start going up more now. The government should think about it well. You should think about it very well. And I'm not seeing any progress. It will amount to more hardship for our economy. I hope my listeners have heard the suggestion that Prophet Ayodele Elijah said, that if government knows that they wouldn't have been in a hurry to increase the wages to 35,000 naira, it will amount to more. It will amount to what? Corruption. Would be corruption. It will not amount to anything. Instead, it will make the cost of living to be high. That they would have waited to have a good plan, to have a stable plan that will reduce the level of hardship and the level of cost of products in the market. That this will cause an inflation. It will cause an inflation of goods, and the hardship and the suffering of the masses will be much more stronger than as it were. That even corruption will set in. More corruption will set in the process. There is need for a proper planning before setting up this increment. This increment will not achieve any purpose, there will be corruption in the disbursement. And it will not end well. It won't help the governor and it won't help the workers too. That everything will not sustain the situation of the country. It will cause more hunger and inflation in the country. He described it as a wrong advice which was done hastily, that there should have been a proper planning ahead, a proper planning before setting up this increment. There should have been a proper planning and ask them to give them time to settle and plan properly before increment. As it is now, that the money will not go anywhere. It will rather cause more hunger in the country. Hunger and corruption is setting. Inflation of goods and services in the country. There is need for them to think twice. If there is anything that could be amended, let it take place. Price of things will start going up now. The government should think about it very well. I am not seeing any progress. It will amount to more hardship for our economy. We pray that the Lord will help us to provide for his children according to his riches in glory. But in that too, that we should do or play our own role by having a proper planning to be able to stand. My dear listener, feel free to drop your own comment. Feel free to drop your own suggestion. Feel free to click the like button and the bell button if you are here to subscribe, so as to subscribe on this channel. If you have already subscribed, do not forget to drop your comment at the comment section. As the news unfolds, we shall drop on the channel for your